Okay, so I this is gonna be a little short one because um the thing I used like to edit my videos with, well, the free subscription ended on that and I don't have the money for that subscription. It was like $20 a month and I'm not trying to spend that type of money. But this week we learned about like death examiners and all that, death investigators. And I won't lie, the beginning of the class was, I mean, you went deep into it with like how your experiences with like seeing dead people. Personally, I have no experience of facing death head on, but I'm assuming it's not pleasant. Like I don't want to ever experience it. I don't know how it will affect me if I ever saw like a dead body in the flesh or seeing it happen or anything like that, but I don't ever want to experience that. I don't want to know how that feels, but you apparently know, and I'm just like, damn. But moving on to that, one thing that I learned was like the differences between coroners and medical examiners. But the question I have is like, what's the point of like, because one, the coroners are politically elected. That I don't understand, like why, and then they also don't have like medical training like the medical examiners do. So I'm like, just medical examiners just better in general, or are they just like completely different fields with completely different like goals that they need to do. That's just something that I was also wondering about. Another thing is that I didn't know how like important death certificates were, because like I thought like they die, they tell the people that are related to the person that he died, and then like they move on. But I guess they need the death certificate in order to get like inheritance or like some type of insurance and some things like that. I didn't know that. I didn't know like death certificates were that important and people really want them if their loved one dies for the money or for whatever reason. But that's something I learned and I didn't know about. Another thing is like, why politics? Why are coroners elected by politicians? Like I don't know, because like what does it have to do with like forensics and death examination? Uh yeah, I don't really have much to say about that. But as just I should probably look into that. I should, because I don't know. I just find that weird. Another thing is, oof, why? Oh yeah, since like death examiners or death investigators are like, I find them important because like they help identify how the person died. Like they do autopsies and all that, and they're not properly funded to keep that up, because these guys can make or break a case. Like they could find something that like is massive to the yeah, to the case. Like they can find a certain evidence in the body, maybe a bullet in the body that's stuck in there, ruptured. Like they could find drugs in the body, just all of that, and they're not properly funded. Like why? Because I don't know. Like that it's kind of stupid. I don't know. Maybe it's like, why not? Why not pay them more? Like why not give them more tax funds if they're important? And why would someone want to go into that field? I mean, because like you have to face death over and over again, and you're not even getting paid for it, or you are, but like barely. So that's just why I feel like that just discourages people from going into that field. And you also told us like people are usually unhappy that have that job because like they weren't enough to be like higher up, like surgeons and all that. I don't know. I don't understand why anyone would want to like completely focus on this field. But would I ever focus on this field? No. I do not want to deal with dead people because I don't want to imagine the smell. Because I could imagine that smells bad. The faces of just a lifeless body. There's no soul in that. It's just there. It's probably cold too. And you can just like feel like their body slowly rot. I don't know why I'm going deep into this, but no, I would not want to do this. Especially because you don't get paid much. Because like pay, come on, like pay is like a big factor, I feel like. Because if you're not getting paid good, then how can you make a living off of it? And how can you be, I feel like pay involves in the process of being happy with your job. Because if you're like doing something that you love, okay, if you're not getting paid for it, then like you can't really make a living off of that. So then you can't be happy because you're homeless or something like that. I don't know. You can't get enough food that you want. You can't get the things that you want. So then that cancels out the happiness. But this one, yeah, no. I don't ever want to work as a death investigator. But, well, I guess that's it. I don't really got much to say. I just wanted to keep this short. And hopefully the next one's going to be better. I'm going to try to, like, look into more editing software that has a free trial. Because I am not trying to pay $20 to edit a video once a week. Yeah, that's all.